So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And this is Batistuta. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Zanetti. Shot could be on. Toure deals with that comfortably. That has been slung wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's having a shot! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quarter of an hour played. Knocks it into space. Toma. Platini. Now it's Batistuta.
Oh, really well played.
Van Basten. Zanetti has it in a wide position. So what can they make of this? Toma. He's found a way through. This might spell Messi! That's a decent clearance. And it's O'Shea. Knocks it out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. No goals as yet. Messi.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
And it's O'Shea. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's running. He's had a shot! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Pull it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi gets it clear. And it's slung out wide. Fernando Torres. Van Basten. Howson can get it clear. He's there to clear it. Tries to play it through. Zanetti delivers. That's a decent clearance. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Now there's a fine ball. Adams gets rid without sophistication. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's beautifully weighted. Shoots! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass and put it on a plate for him.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half then, just getting going.
Jeff, Chiba are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Cafu, and that is expertly dealt with.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mitoma, that ball looks a good one. He rises! And that has been clubbed away. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants to...
And the shot! Just a fraction high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Adams. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's got away. Now it's Messi. And here's Lukaku. There's the shot! They've scored! Into the lead once more. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion.
Terrific header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
McTominay played out to the left flank. He's picked his way through. Nice control. Messi. And this is Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good-looking ball. McTominay. Looking for the run. McTominay receives it in a good position here. Pullet picks it up out wide. Messi. Danger averted for now. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. This looks promising. He's in a decent chance! And it's hoisted clear. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Well, nicely intercepted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tries a measured ball. Batistuta. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Rijkaard cuts it out. And it's Batistuta. Played into space. That is a brilliant interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
O'Shea. And here's Ibrahimovic. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Howson is always looking to break lines. Otto. Just 5 minutes remaining now. I think we're just about done here. Great vision. And this is Roberto Carlos. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Numero 13, numero 7, lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 22. Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Thuram. And it's Otto. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good take in a good area.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Del Piero looking to run onto it. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. He's on it, can he get away?
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Hullet, and a chance! Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that. And
takes a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Howson. O'Shea. Now McTominay. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped. Jeff Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's good running with the ball. That's been slipped through. Toma. And he shoots! Oh, it's come loose. And it's Hullet. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Mitoma. Howson. And it's McTominay. Shifted it to the flank. Hoisted in. Oh, what a climb! He scores! They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Messi. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cafu. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pirlo. Maldini. Pirlo. Hullet. Now it's Eto'o. Cruyff. Cafu gets a foot in here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Messi. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. What a throw in. Now it's Hullet. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? And he's heaved it away.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's made its way to him. And that is expertly dealt with. Messi gets it clear. Maldini. And now they can spring out of defence. O'Shea proves too strong, too smart. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan have a free kick. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Vieira. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. To attack on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish even more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? Quality ball. Pressure coming in from all directions. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Cruyff. Eto'o. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Maldini. Cafu. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out to the left it goes. Nicely weighted ball. Pirlo. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Pirlo. Vieira. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
And it's Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a promising position. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And this is Messi. Chance! And that has been clubbed away. Howson. Cafu. McTominay can see things others simply cannot. Now this could be a chance. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Bullets.
And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back.
Messi. Coming on
And
the
now
field.
a sudden chance to
Number
counter.
11, Ibrahimovic. Number
Bullet.
13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Leicester is
Number
pretty much
14,
the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Vieira. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking here to... Bullish header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Looking for the run. Back into the middle. Oh, he's been caught. Great chance! He scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's picked his way through. Now the cross. Up he goes! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Cruyff. McTominay. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thinks about the shot.
Has been indicated.
Bellingham. We are into stoppage time. Cruyff. They're urging him to shoot. It's a good-looking delivery. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for a runner. Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's forced to go back. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across.
Takes a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Suarez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now the breakaway. Neither of these two want to come off second best. O'Shea. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yaya Toure. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Still goalless. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And it's Luis Suarez. Messi.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Makalele. And this is Cruyff. Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Makalele. Nicely shaped ball. Pass is just off target. That has ended up in no man's land. Nedved, steaming on goalward. It's Nedved! Beautiful from Nedved! He's got himself an absolute peach. The breakthrough strike. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Oh, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Ibrahimovic. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's found a way through. Howson gets it clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mitoma. And it's Lukaku. Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery.
Jeff, Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Makalele. Great vision. And this is Hullet. Real chance! He's got it all! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, and that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Pull it. And this is Messi. Oh, super ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's there to belt it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Cafu. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Bojan Krkić absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That's a good ball. And he shoots! Baresi is there and he can get that clear. McTominay. Oh, good spread. And it's Bojan. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played into space out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Still goalless. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off. Shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just doesn't... It's Van Basten! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nice bit of trickery. And it's lofted through here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Howson. Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And this is Bojan. Messi. McTominay. Hullet. McTominay.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Marquinhos. Now Howson. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. Belletti. Well, they can break here. He's in a great position here. Could try cutting inside here. And he's managed to get free. And the cross. Oh, what a climb! It's there!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And he's onside. And he's cleared it back out. Looking for a corner. Bojan Krkić with the short one.
Well, he got rid because he was under
And
pressure.
he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Jeff, Chiba really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Howson. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looks to the other side. Now Howson, that has been cut short. Howson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is...
Takes a shot! Goal! Morocco are back in business. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Morocco grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. And now they can clear their lines. Now who's going to be first to this? O'Shea. Pullet. That's the keeper's ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Howson.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. He is through here. Ball is over the line. Mitoma. Decent progress down the left. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Played back into the centre. Now Mitoma. And it's Messi. And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Boyan. Howson gets a foot in here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good ball. Rijkaard. McTominay. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
substitutions taking place.
They've played it short. And this is Yaya Toure. Drive! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, nice touch. He's found a way through. Played into the box. And that is good defending. It's been repelled. Belletti. Albert Ferrer. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking to go deep. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
McTominay, and he was quick to react. Marquinhos. Now Howson. Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. That's good play. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Vinicius Junior. Morocco can make their change now with a break in play. Yamal getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Coming on the field.
He's in space and looking for options. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Has been indicated.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Number 18, Bayern. Coming on to replace him is number 21.
And that should get the job done. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.